Hi everybody, it's BonCon922. Okay, I finished Orphan, so you guys pretty much know what that means. But that's not what this video is. This is the Kenichi review, the chapter review, I should say. There's a lot to review. Not only do I gotta do, and before I get into this Kenichi review, chapter review, I gotta do obviously One Piece. I gotta do XL World, and I gotta do the OVA, the second and apparently final Kenichi OVA came out. So that's 3 reviews, not including this one, and I still also have to do the Slaves vs. Orphan. But that's going to be a different case. That's for the other channel. So let's get into this review of the Kenichi chapter 480. This one was called The Distance Between Two. And we see Miyu looking fine as ever, wearing a bikini, front page. Basically what happened in this chapter is they came back. They came back from that whole ordeal at Tydad, and they're back, and they're settling in, and all this other stuff. Now, it says, this is Ryo's Zanpaku, a place where martial arts experts gather. And then we see Akisame training Kenichi, saying, oh, nice thrust, you know, all the whole bit. And Sakaki's there and Kensei's there, and they're talking, and he says, and Sakaki's like, he's gotten sharper. So seeing, like, you know, what he saw in Tydad obviously improved him. And Kensei says, oh, I'm surprised to see him using Shu. He's really grown, which is translated into pushing fists. And then Akisame's saying, oh, your movements have gotten sharper, that he's improved to a degree. And then Shigure's there, and she's saying, oh, perhaps because he's walked the line of life and death. And when he says that, Apachi's in there, and he hits him by accident. Did I kick something? Man, I did it again. So he kicks Kenichi. Now, that's what happens there. But then he gets up. He says, not yet. You know, he says, history's strongest disciple. And then he's saying to himself, I've seen a battle of the living fist versus the killing fist, and a battle between 2 killing fist users. I've really seen a lot of incredible things. So he supposedly has, I guess you could say, vigor. I don't know if you want to call it vigor, but he's gained something by witnessing that fight back at Tydad. And up until now, I've worked as hard as I could in martial arts to fight against evil that most people ignore. Respect those important to me. And he's saying it's a dangerous one. And he's saying to himself, there is one salvation for this dangerous world, the fact that my teachers are the masters of Zanpaku. So he's saying that, you know, because he has these masters, he can travel his path of being a martial artist. That's why, even though I work, he's very saying that, you know, that's why, even though I walk a dangerous road, once again, I will not flee anymore. And then he uncovers the machine, one of those trading machines, and he's like, no, that's a special incomplete anti-Kenichi-kun tortures hell number 28 machine is in there. Let me go. You usually jump your life into battle to save me. So why are you so strangely weak when it comes to this? I'm sick of machines. And Miyu's there and says, okay, that's enough practice. Enough morning practice. She's saying, better hurry up and eat soon, or Kenichi-san and I will be late. And then he's thinking to himself, he was worried about the effects of that brainwashing by Junazard. Now, in this chapter, we do see a little bit, and it says here, Kensei's there, and he says, my serum needles should be working now. Hang in there. Ayato's there. He's saying to his granddaughter, hang in there. And then Kenichi's saying that he thought that the first few days it was all over, that she wasn't going to return back to her normal self. And then she's telling him, but now there's even a trace of the brainwashing left, and she's the bright Miyu-san has always been. And she's saying, let's hurry, Kenichi-san. And he's also saying that she's felt closer to me now. Now, obviously, the chapter is called The Distance Between Us. And he's asking, you only have memories of being brainwashed? I do remember a little bit about wanting to slice you up, Kenichi-san, but it feels like it was a dream. That might be because your consciousness had half returned. There's one thing that sticks in my mind, though. Kenichi-san, you gave these to me. Yes, your mother's mementos. Who did you get them from? I can faintly remember that scene. Now, she's obviously talking about her father. But like the elder said, don't tell Miyu. Miyu must not find out. Keep quiet. He's like saying, keep quiet a bit for it. And then she's saying, going on to say, it may be just me, but it feels like my dreams and reality have been mixed up then. Let's hurry. And then he's wondering to himself, why is the elder telling me to keep this from her about her father? And he's like saying, there's a lot of secrets about Miyu that I'm not in on. It feels strange, like we're close yet far. That's the whole distance between. And then we get the other people of the Shinpaku Alliance. Takada, he's grabbing Takada and saying, get off her, you stupid ass. You just wanted to grab her and stuff. And everybody's there, Takada's there, and they're all goofing off saying, that's so rude, blah, blah, blah. And I forgot the guy's name. Jesus. Forgot his name. He's saying, who cares about the past? The whole bit. And he's letting Kenichi know that the members of Yomi, the Yomi members who have been hiding out in Kyoto High, have been taking class off and gathering. And then he's wondering, does that something have to do with the demon fist god dying and tied it? Of course it does. And he's saying to Shima, I think. I forgot his name. Damn it! Says Judgment Day is near. And they're all standing there like, something's going to happen. And he's saying that I already informed the captains who aren't here. Ogata Ishinsa, the Holy Fist of Yami, has been moving around trying to swallow up the Shinpaku Alliance. I imagine he has 3 members. And he says one of them, this girl named Atarate, or Kokuruni Rima, the high school girl who tried to steal the data back then. The other 2 are a mystery, and he's telling them to prepare themselves to fight them all. And then we get a scene of Miyu dressing. Ooh, yeah, it will be. But anyway, we get a scene of her undressing, and we're going to spar, I guess. And then she's saying that lately my body's been feeling rusty because of the healing. My balance may be slightly off due to the brainwashing. And Kenichi thinks he's got a shot now to beat her in the sparring. And he's referring to him, he's telling to himself, if Miyu's not feeling too hot, this might be my once in a lifetime chance to beat her. Guess what? No! He still loses to her. What the interesting thing about this was, the brainwashing is gone. She's not brainwashed at all anymore. But the problem is that when she was training. with Junazar. If you remember, in the beginning of this arc, when she first got kidnapped, she was training with him and stuff, and so on and so forth. So that's why it seems like she's not that rusty. She punches him and kicks him and shit. It's like, oh my god. Really? And she's like, I'm sorry, my body seems to be moving away better than I imagined it would. I really hit you hard, didn't I? And then she's like, are you alright? And he says, and then Ken says, like, so Genozard's training sped up the awakening of Miyu's power. And then Ayado's saying, like, I was making her training go slowly on purpose. It'll eventually be a path she must cross, I suppose. Kenichi's dead! Oh my, but you again? No, it wasn't me! And that's how it ends. Meaning, more or less, that's how the chapter ends. So, the distance between two. So, that's pretty much what happened in this chapter. Yeah, it really was about the secrets that Miyu was being not told of, that Kenichi does not know of. That was what the story was here. So that's the whole meat. I guess you call it meat and potatoes of the chapter. So I would say that moving forward in the where this new arc is going to take us, is there is some trust during when Kenichi was getting Miyu out of there, where she was being held. I think her father now trusts Kenichi pretty much entirely. Now, like I said, we're probably going to get the deep story behind Miyu's father later on. That's what I believe. It's interesting to see that there were two distances. One was physical and the other one was obviously emotional. The distance between two. Like, Kenichi felt that he was close to her. He's close to her now, but not entirely. And towards the end, he feels that it really didn't. The gap wasn't bridged. That's the whole bit on this chapter. That's pretty much what happened. This was just going back to Japan, really, and just finding these interesting things out. There was no action, obviously, in this chapter, but I still liked it. I'll give it a 3.5. It was pretty damn good, considering. I would say that during this coming arc, we're going to get some good stuff doing. This new arc is going to be very interesting, because it seems like Junazard awoken Miyu's abilities or something. That's what it seems to me, through the training that he did with her while she was brainwashed. We have to wait and see. What did you guys think about this chapter of Kenichi? Do you think we're going to see Miyu's father sooner than later? I think we might. It was just kind of like Kenichi getting his hopes up, saying, it's like, come on, man. Really? You think you're going to beat her now? Guess what? Nope. You can see that coming a mile away. But yeah, it's getting interesting. I think there's going to be something that happens in this new arc. That happens. And the relationship between Kenichi, I can see now the relationship between Kenichi and Miyu, it's back to where it was, but still not any even closer. Because everyone's not telling him everything. So this development between the two, it's going to further develop later on. So, look forward to that. Okay, everybody, that's been Bankai 922. That's all I got for you for today. Later on, after I watch Tsunami, I will do the other reviews. Okay, and even the verses. So, Bankai 922. See you guys later.